Does the poet know it? The week that was in poetry, 26th of March. I went the university life, it's true, it's hard and doesn't get you anywhere, but what can you do? But as a poet, I've got to say, less northerners are going to university in the modern day. I think it's time we help people, it's true. If they've got talent, you know what they should do. Go to university, literally, and get a degree. Something nice like psychology. Nothing silly, what can I say? Nothing about rocks or gardening or cooking in the modern day. It's so easy to cook, it's true. But then we go to passports. It shows the UK doesn't have a clue. Because as a poet, literally, it was only my opinion, in honesty. But the French have bidded for the passport when we leave the EU, literally. And I think it should be built by a UK company, in honesty. Now, apparently 130 million will be saved by going to the French and Belgian company, it's true. But I'd say to the English company, bid 100 million less, and we'll give it to you. Because as a poet, I've got to say, I'd rather people were employed in the UK. The French don't worry about us, literally, because they get their passports made in France. And you can check that out. That's factual, in honesty. So as a good poet, literally. Now we get this modern slavery. I think it's disgusting. I think it's true. It still happens. It means we don't have a clue. We shouldn't allow it to happen, literally. And if anybody gets caught doing slavery, I think they should get life and the key thrown away. 25 to 30 years. I think that's fair in the modern day. It's a hard enough life being single, it's true. But it's even harder doing slavery. So stop it. That's what I say to you. There's a thing that started recently about ready meals, too much fat and sugar in honesty, but when I was young I've got to say I had the best cook in the modern day. It was my mother, it's true, the best mother in the world to me and you. I know we all think that it's true, if you have a good mother, that's what you would do. But in them days I've got to say we didn't have freezers, you couldn't freeze stuff and put it away. Everything was fresh, literally. Maybe that's why I'm a skinny bugger in honesty. But as a poet I've got to say, treat yourself to a meal now and again, it's okay. But don't eat too many, it's true, and then complain about you ate too much. Cook fresh veg, that's what I would do. So all the best to me to thee. And cook your own food, in honesty. It doesn't take long in a slow cooker, I've got to say. Set the slow cooker right. Put your veg in before you go to work, and when you come back, it's okay. Add a few gravy granules, it's true, and there's all the veg cooked just for you. So all the best from me to thee. And I hope you like my poetry. Thank you. When we come to recycling, I've got to say, it's time we took a hand in the modern day. When I was young, literally, we got 5p off the bottles, in honesty. I remember the old big old heavy bottles, it's true. But recycling's the way to go for me and you. And as a man who likes lager occasionally, I'll still take me cans back, if there's cash in it, in honesty. But if there ain't cash, what can I say? I'll give him the lad and he scraps them and he weighs them in anyway. I hate waste, it's true. But if there's cash involved, I'll take them back to Asda or Tesco's or wherever you want to. Because as a poet, literally, it's a disgrace the way we treat the sea. We pollute it all, literally. There's too much plastic in, obviously. I do like plastic, but I don't like it in the sea. So as a poet, I've got to say, stop polluting. Look after your cans and take them back. And your plastic, it's not okay. It's not okay to pollute the sea, literally. Because eventually you want to eat the fish and they come out of the sea. So as a poet, I've got to say, if you got a microscope and looked at the fish, there'll be bits of plastic in your way. I don't want to eat the plastic, it's true. And neither should you. So please clean the environment. That's what I would do. Thank you. There's been bomb threats all across the northeast, it's true. They've caught an 18-year-old and I don't think he's got a clue. But as a poet, I've got to say, I'd send him to DC or prison if he's over 18, by the way. He's a moron, literally. And he's caused a lot of hassle, in honesty. So as a poet, I've got to say, he's a bit like the leader of North Korea. He's a moron, by the way. But apparently things are calming down a bit, it's true. I think because the leader of Korea realises the American, he's the same, he hasn't a clue. So he's going to South Korea, literally, and China, in honesty. He's trying to make friends, what can I say? He knows there's another moron in the USA. And he dared gamble at it, it's true. Because they're both liable to push the button. So it might be the last poetry you ever view. So as a poet, I'd like to say, I hope you like my poetry. I hope it's okay. But we know we've got morons in charge, it's true. So what's the poor poet meant to do? But as a poet, I've got to say, apparently the NHS in Newcastle are struggling. It's not okay. It's time we looked after our own, it's true. It's time we help the NHS to do the good job that they do. Because as a poet, literally, I've had my life saved about 4 times, in honesty. And the nurses and doctors have always been lovely to me. So I'd like to say a big thank you to the NHS staff, including the cleaners, in honesty. as a poet, I literally got to say thank you to all the staff, or I wouldn't be here whinging doing poetry in the modern day. You've saved my life a few times, it's true. So a big amen and a big thank you. This said on the news literally today that there's over 100 managers getting over £100,000. It's not okay. That money should be spent on the schools, it's true, on young people, on education too. So as a poet, I've got to say, I'll have a good whinge. Nobody should get more than MP, whatever that price is, by the way. And that includes charities, it's true. You pay your staff too much, that's what I say to you. Nobody's worth more than £75,000 a year for me. And anybody who earns more than that, and they say they work for a charity, charity begins at home, literally, in their bank pockets, I think, in honesty. So as a poet, I'd like to say, anybody who works for a charity should do it for charitable reasons. And it's not okay to take all that money. What can I say? You're thieving, get you thieving off the poor. And it's not okay. So it's not all the best from me to thee. I hope you get scary or something honest and nice in honesty. I think you're thieving gits, it's true. You want to sue me? Try it. I like a good laugh too. In 2016, literally, there was a space module started to slowly descend to the Earth, in honesty. 8 tons it weighs, literally, but the odds on it hitting you are slight, in honesty. So as a poet, I've got to say, can I run out and get it under me, by the way? I'd look up the sky, it's true. I'd be the only person to run towards it. I've had enough, but what can you do? 8 tons of Chinese technology. Most of it's going to burn up, in honesty. But there's still going to be a bit left, it's true. And the odds of hitting you are slim. The Earth's mainly filled with sea. So don't worry. Worry about the Hartlepool Poet. That's what I would do. Thank you.